Hi everyone, just gonna tidy up a little bit here. And make sure that I can see your comments. So I hope you can actually hear. Hi Patty, can you hear me? Is like just want to make sure that everything is good here. Yeah, okay, awesome. So Patty can hear me, so everything's good. I just put a post about 20 minutes ago asking if people preferred like Copic or pencils. I mean, it was only 20 minutes ago. Maybe I should have put it before that. But I had one answer, and the person asked for pencils. So I just want to show or tell what I'm gonna do. Basically, I want to put the image. I'm gonna use the Youre stem set. Like, I think it's adorable. The images are perfect for Halloween, but especially like the clown, to me, could be, it doesn't have to be Halloween. It could be in a kid's bedroom or like anywhere. Like, it's more whimsical than actually like Halloween. So I was leaning towards using that image because it can be used for like many different occasions, and I want to put it on a candle. So I couldn't find a normal candle, like white candle, at my store near me. So I got one of those that has like the lead already in it. Like, you just have to put batteries in, but you have to make sure that it's real wax. So because we're gonna actually put it, like, we're gonna color on those what did it call it, those like really super thin like gift bag paper, and then we're gonna apply it with a wax paper on top of it, but it has to be real wax. So that's why. And I'll just show you another one I did. Like, unfortunately, the one I did with Crafting Kimi stem set I gave to my friend, so I don't have it anymore. But that's one of the candle. Yeah, tissue paper. Thank you, Patty. And what I did is I just used a fairly solid tool. Like, I have that from my Cricut, and I just like basically grooved into it till I made a nice flat hole, and then I put a little tea candle on top. So, and then you have the wax candle. So that's what I did with that one. So with this one, obviously I don't have to dig anything, but I don't have like batteries to go with it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna move a bit things because I put my Copic a bit closer. And I'll just move them so I have room for my pencils. And I think I'm gonna start so I can finish someday. And oh, one thing I wanted to show before, so maybe we can have a little bit more people, is that it's the release week, right? And today is Block Up. I didn't put it on my Facebook yet, but oh, that's great, Patty. No, I, especially if I take that much time to color an image, I don't want to have like the candle burn down. So that's why I really, really like the idea of just putting a LED candle in it. And also, like you say, less chance of fire. So yeah, so the release had like many different awesome stem set. but I only had like the stencil this month, so I used a Let It Snow, and I made 2 little cards. This one I use actually both part of the stencil, like the really, really pale, like kind of like drops of snow falling, and then the other one, and I just added like simple twine, and that's a sentiment from the stem set en français. All my family is French, so it's easier. Thank you, Patty. And the other one, again, very simple. I embossed it, like one of the part of the stencil, put again twine and the sentiment, and obviously I added the stickles around the edge like I do. So 2 very simple card with the stencil. I just love it, and I added some crafty dot like I do too. So that's it for those. I'm doing a little bit of self-serving advertisement. My card is in the semi-final for a creative scrapbooker. So if you want to go vote, up to you, but I would appreciate it. So it's that little card with the Hey You stamp set. I think it's adorable. It's one of my favorite stamp set. So anyway, just a little like side note. And let's go back to our main program. Here we go. I'm all nervous now. So just wanted to show, like it's already 6 minutes in and I didn't do anything yet. That's the stamp set. I'm just going to put it here for now. We're working with tissue paper. It's really like kind of transparent-ish. So it's easier if you work on white paper so you know what you're doing. I did just a little bit of a test before, and I'm going to turn on my light. That might help. Okay. And this is with Copics, and this is with pencils. So you're going to have a different results at the end depending on what you're using. And it would be a good thing to test it before. Like the Copic is going to go straight through it. Like I tried, and that's just one coat. Yeah, I know, Patty. Like it's always it's nerve-wracking to be in front of people, and you don't see them on top of that. And even like in real person, it's still nerve-wracking. But yeah, so test. Use a paper. You don't want, like, I always have that under so I don't dirty my table. But if you, especially Copic, if you work on that, the Copic ink's going to go straight back in, and you're going to have a huge mess because it's going to spread. So that's really important. You don't, like, you want paper under your Copic, and especially if you're using tissue paper, because the paper doesn't have any give at all. So I stamped a couple of them. I stamped Lulu and Lexi with Wicked Black ink. It's great. It works with every medium. I kind of screw up her mouth here, though. I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer here if I can. Oh my gosh. There we go. So, like that. And because, like I said, like this one is more, it can be used for different things. I'm going to use Lulu. So if you have any idea, like any preference for colors or anything, just tell me and we'll go with it. I don't have, like, it doesn't matter to me. Obviously, I'm always like a purple fan, but it doesn't have to be. Because, I mean, my whole house would be purple if I just let it be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with her skin. So like that. And I think with the clown, like that would be white and her nose would be red. So that's what I'm going to do. And because like the paper is obviously more fragile, and again, doesn't have grip or anything, I use a whole lot less pressure, and there's less blending you can do. So I'm starting, this is a crimson red, and I'm gonna use for like a combo. Okay, purple and green, awesome. Crimson red, scarlet red, and puppy red. So I'm gonna start with her nose. And like I say, like, you have to be careful of the material because it's really, really fragile, right? Well, not that it's fragile per se, but it doesn't have any tooth or anything. So obviously you would have more shadow at the bottom there. Then I'm using the second color, Scarlet Red. And then I'm gonna finish with Poppy Red. And try to have a tissue paper that doesn't have like too much wrinkle in it, like mine does. And you can see in her nose, like maybe not from where you're seeing, but I can see it. There's like a gash in her nose. So I'm just going for a quick second pass. And just the same 3 color again. Trying to fill that gash there. And you can totally add like white gel pen and it's gonna show. One reason I didn't want to use like the little like Lucas with his mommy, because it's mostly white or half white, is it won't show up really good on the white candle. So that's the reason. And I can feel like that's Tuscan Red. It's just kind of like the shadow. We lost the shadow, so I'm just gonna add some on top, just to make it a bit darker at the bottom. So we're gonna do our costume or pants or whatever they're called in purple. I'm gonna use those colors. So that's gonna be my combo. So it's gonna be violet, Parma violet, lilac, and grey lavender. I don't know if you can see. So obviously violet is my darkest one. So in the shadow, it's gonna be darker. And I'm not doing exactly how I do it when I'm working with the pencil paper. I'm gonna, like, I know I won't put any more color in here at the, oops, I should, sorry. I'm way off. There we go. It's gonna be just that color, so I'm gonna go right away a bit more pressure because I know I don't need to blend or anything. And then, oh my gosh. Oh shoot, sorry. My camera is, my stand is going down. That's why. It's not me that's moving. Just a second. Sébastien, tu peux-tu arranger ça? Je suis live là. La caméra elle tombe. I just have to call my husband to fix it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I see that. Shit. Parce qu'avant, c'était correct, mais là... Tu peux-tu venir, s'il vous plaît? Je suis live. Pogne les cordes, puis accroche-moi-les comme d'habitude. Ils peuvent juste voir en dessous. So sorry, people. Thanks, Patty. Technical difficulties. J'ai changé de téléphone avec l'autre, c'était correct. So I changed phones, so it's, I guess it's heavier than the other one. It's not holding it up. Les cordes sont pas super solides. Sorry, we'll be there. Well, I mean, I'm still there, but I'll be there doing something. I hope you're not too sick right now.
Looks like a heck. Smells good.
Merci. Okay, so hopefully that's gonna be good. I was wondering why it kept like moving or something. Okay. Yeah. So let's start again. Yeah, if I wasn't nervous now, yeah, I'm a wreck. So, okay, I know I'm gonna move a bit, but I don't want to hide it. So I'm gonna put like shadows inside of, obviously under the bow would be also darker, creating shadow, and under like the line here that creates a shadow, and on each side of the pants under the line again, obviously in our pants, like when you see inside your pants would be darker. Yeah, what a drag. Like I had it like that installed for half an hour and it was fine. Obviously it has to start just when I'm starting filming. And the edges, because they're further away than the center, would be darker too. So that's what I'm doing right now. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to my second color, so it's Parma Violet. Gosh, it doesn't want, here we go. So just over the other one a bit, in little rounds and expanding. Here it's gonna be darker, so I won't use the two other colors. Same on this side. So basically I'm extending where I was. Usually the hardest part is to figure out where's your shadow, and then once you have it, you just go further out. That's the easiest way to do it anyway. Now we're gonna go with lilac. I think people are enjoying the last few days of summer. There's not too many people here. I don't know if it's nice in your neck of the wood, Patty. For us here, it's not too bad. It would probably be like much faster with Copic, just because like it goes through it right away. But the thing is, you have less control, a whole lot less control with it. And I'm gonna finish with Great Lavender. Here we go. Whoops. And I think I'm gonna use like greens, orange, and purple. So full on Halloween colors. So I go at the edge of the previous color and I just like do little rounds and fill in to blend. $15°, but oh, smoky. Is it because of the fires, or is it resolve in part, or what? Yeah, no, it's okay, Patty. Like we have to do, like, life gets in the way of stuff, right? So I'm just going back with my darkest color here, just to add a little bit more. And sometimes, like, especially with pencil, if you don't press too hard, it's easy to go back to where you were and add more. So that's what I'm doing right now. But like I say, it won't be as popping as if you were using Copic, just because of the material. Oh, fires, okay. That sucks. Like Canon has been hit like on all sides, like either tornado or not tornado, but hurricane and fires and everything. I'm lucky where I'm at. Like we had like smokes for weeks, but now it's not too bad. I was coming from Quebec. Like I'm in Ontario right now. Not right now, but like that's where I live right. So just trying to make it pop. And I'm gonna finish with grade. I'm too impatient. Well, honestly, it's faster on normal paper, I think, because that one is kind of hard to deal with, and it kind of moves. You can probably see the paper move here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the lines on her shirt, of her sweater, purple, and I just gonna make it easy on me. I just gonna use the darkest one at the bottom because there will be more shadow, and then I'm gonna use the lilac one, which is the middle one. I won't use the lightest one because we won't really see it. So that's lilac, just like that. And I'm going over the violet, and I'm pressing pretty hard actually just to make it blend. And one thing you have to remember, because you're you're coloring on transparent paper, like if you see here, you're gonna have to, if you want something white, you're gonna have to color it white. So even if you were using Copics, you would have to use a pencil to put white in, because otherwise you would lose all definition. What I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna do like the little balls there in purple, and I'm gonna do the same as the lines, just use two colors. Whoops. Just like that. And I'm gonna do her hat also that color, because her main color is gonna be purple basically. And her band I'm gonna do in a different color. See, she even has like the squeeze here to throw water at people. Oh, is it better? Oh, that's good. Like, I guess people, even if they don't want the winter or the cooler weather coming, it's kind of have to, it's gonna help with all of that. So that's Parma Violet, my second darkest color. Then I'm gonna go with lilac. And grade lavender last. Oh no, Patty, did they? I think Lulu is the cutest though. My husband, like when he was younger, his aunt is a arts teacher, and she colored that clown, but it looks really scary. And one time we went, it was kind of a scary museum, or I'm not sure what to call it. Anyway, and they had 3 hologram, I think it's called, pictures, and it looks so much like the clown that Anne painted that was scaring the kids. That it's hilarious. So we bought it, and when you like kind of like flip it around, it goes from like normal clown, like sad clown, to almost zombie clown. It's so funny. But I never had that experience. To me, clowns are like fun and stuff, but yeah, I'm just going again like over the color a second time. And you know, Lulu's nice, and she has a smile, right? So she has to be good. Right now, I think for the purple, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I'm gonna go to green. I want a bright green, so like I like that green. That's pretty bright. And I'm actually just looking quickly at Kitten Clouder. She has like awesome like combos and stuff like that. So I use Prussian green, and then apple green and spring green. Those three colors. So starting with my darkest, I'm gonna use like the band here. On each side it would be darker. I hope you can see properly. One of the things, like, oh yeah, I was going to say YouTube. We're not on YouTube. Oh well, forget about what I just said. I'm gonna put, oh, I forgot like the purple lines here. Oh well. So it's just gonna put at the bottom again, and here would be darker because it's hidden by the bow. Same here. And I'm gonna put one out of two. It's gonna be like green, and the other one's gonna be purple. Just like that. So we're gonna go to apple green. Just going over the other color, the previous color. Oops. And the last one is spring green. Just like that. And usually little rounds, like the motion of little rounds does do it. No, I don't teach. Like, I'm retired, so I stay at home and do whatever fits my fancy. I'm gonna put the little umbrella. I'm gonna put it green. And just starting with Prussian green, and then apple green, and finish with spring green. And I just want to add some Prussian green to pop it a bit, because to make something pop, you have to have light and dark. That's a contrast that makes it pop, right? Oh no, I think a really long time ago I was thinking of going into translation, like in school, and finally I just changed my mind. It was freaking me out a bit. going to university at my age. So I'm just gonna add some purple to her shirt because I kind of forgot here. So the edge again, because they're kind of hidden, would be darker. So that's violet again. And then with the Parma violet, under the bow again would be darker. Violet. I'm gonna try to leave like a little bit of space for the lightest one, so gray lavender. Just like that. Oof. I think I'm gonna need the just to add like, cause that's kind of too much the same color. Yeah, no, I know. It's just, and I never been to university, so it's super duper scary. Like in Quebec, like the schooling is a bit different, so I went to college, but that's it. So I'm just making it darker so we can differentiate it. And just blending it a bit so it doesn't look so... So we'll say it's okay. So I'm gonna go with orange. So I'm gonna use pumpkin orange, cadmium orange hue, and yellowed orange. So I'm gonna make the flower like the petals. So I'm just starting towards the center. I'm using the darkest color, so pumpkin orange, and then because it's so small, I'm going to the lightest one, so yellowed orange. So what I'm gonna do is actually gonna do the bows and the dots with the orange. So that's pumpkin yellow, that's the darkest one. And because those are lines for fold, so I'm putting darker, and here kind of dips, so it's gonna be darker. Oh, and we might have a visitor. Chewy just woke up. So again, doing the same thing, and a dip here. So using cadmium orange hue, my middle color. Oops, sorry. Just extending those lines. And then I'm gonna use the lightest color, yellowed orange. Oops, and I forgot some in the middle. There we go. Just like that. Yeah. Oh, decided it was going back to sleep. Oh. I can wake him up, but the thing is, he probably won't stop coming. Just putting a little bit of darker color. Like when you lose your definition, it seems like it's often the darkest color that goes. In Copic, your darker color is really dark. But there we go. And the dots. So I'm gonna put the bottom darker. And the middle color. And the lightest. Yeah, I'm sure he needs his sleep. My gosh. It's 20 hours of beauty sleep. Okay. And his shoes. I think I'm going to do his shoes orange again. And the laces green. Yeah, I think so. And I'm gonna go over the image here. I think his sole can be a different color, right? The sole of his shoes, I mean. And with yellow orange. Hi, Kim. Hey, how's it going? Hey, you do enough that you need your sleep too, just like kitties. So what I'm doing right now is like I'm coloring on tissue paper and then I'm gonna put it on a candle after. And you missed all the fun. I had technical issues. The camera was like sliding down because I changed my phone since the last live I had, and the stand wasn't strong enough, so it started going and going. Aww, puppies. You have to if the puppies or the kitties make you. And yeah, I have to call my husband over and do the spy talk, speak in French, and then he fixed it. But really what it is, it's like strings hanging out from the ceiling. And I'm gonna put his soles and his laces green, because why not? She's nothing if coordinated. Yeah, I know, it's awesome. I think that, well, not the hardest part, but it's just like, it's coloring on tissue paper. It's so flimsy. Okay, so I think we have her face and her hair left. So you decide what color of hair to do. I'll do her skin. So what I'm using as color is eggshell. That's the lightest color. And it's going to be light peach, and then burnt ochre. There's only the French part. Yeah, technical issues are fun. So much fun. Yeah, she is. So I'm going to say that her little legs are bare. So we're going to color them. And the darkest color is obviously the burnt ochre. It seems like a big jump, but it makes it that much better. Like it pops. So because I have 4 color and usually it's not the biggest area, trying not to put too much. Her neck will be darker just because like it's under her face. Red hair? Okay, I can do red hair. And she's just gonna have the part around her mouth, it's gonna be white. The rest of her face gonna be skin color. So that was burnt ochre. Now it's peach. So just adding over and extending a bit, but I still want to leave room for the other colors. I wonder where the 2 other people, because it says on my computer there's like 4 people watching. So I'm wondering. I'm gonna go with light peach. And actually I'm gonna go over everything but lightly, because what's going on is that the last color, the eggshell, has more of a yellow tinge, so it's just to tone down the whole thing. And once again, that's a combo from Kitten Clouder. Like, if you really want to learn how to Ace, Anna, how you doing? If you really want, and that's eggshell, if you really want to learn how to color either Copic or pencil, like Alice at Kitten Clouder is amazing. Like, that's where I learned. So I'm just going kind of over all the skin just to tone down all that pinkish, and I'm gonna go back. Oh, and I totally forgot to do her legs. Oops, I do that a lot. Usually it's her ears, I forget. And I'm gonna leave it a bit darker just because it's under pants and like there's a lot more shadows. And as you can see, my burnt ochre is so, it's a little stub. Like I say, it is harder with the tissue paper. And again, like I know I'm repeating myself, but with the Copic, the color would be brighter a bit. But the thing is, you have to realize you're coloring on transparent paper. Awesome. Everybody's keeping busy, right? And again, like I was telling Patty, if you have white that you want to color, you will have to put it because it's transparent, so you're gonna lose that part. So even if you're using Copics, you still have to color your white parts white. Otherwise, well, they might be the color of your candle, but the thing is, like, anyway, I like to color it white just to make sure. So that's her skin. I will do the white of her around her mouth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna put a bit of color, like grays. So I'm using its cool gray 50% and 20%, and then my white. So just starting with the 50%, and the edge and under her nose would be darker. And then 20% cool gray. And then I'm gonna finish with the white. It looks like I'm doing absolutely nothing, but trust me, I'm putting white down. What I want to do before I forget is just darken her eyes a tiny bit more. just so we can see them. And then we're gonna go back with her hair because it's the last thing left. So again, the combo is gonna start with Tuxen Red, then Crimson Red, Scarlet Red, and finish with Poppy Red. And since it's hair, I like it doing strands, so I start at the bottom and I put different length. Hair has always been my favorite thing to color. That's usually, thank you, Kim. It's Cheryl Grant. She always does such a great job on them. So I use little like flicks, and you want to put them like the lightest part would be at the middle here, so that's why you do darker at the top and the end. So I'm going like that. And one thing to remember, like usually you're gonna have, it's gonna be easier for you to do it from top to bottom or bottom to top. So move your paper. I'm not doing it just so I don't make you sick too much anyway, but like this one I'm gonna have to kind of, but so, and you want to follow the shape of it. It's like that. And don't put it all the same length because it won't look natural. So that was Tuscan Red. I'm gonna go to Crimson Red. And what I'm gonna do, like, sorry for the noise, I'm just gonna sharpen my pen. So I'm gonna do them all at the same time. So it's only noise for one time. Okay. So it's easier if you have like sharpened pencil here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on top and extend. Oops. And like the tip broke, don't go with your hand because you're gonna make a big smear. So just use a pen brush. It's okay if you're a little bit like beside it. It's just gonna put more strands basically. Because sometime in the middle, if like you're gonna have, it's gonna become like bigger the space, so you kind of have to put more strands. So just gonna again move it a bit. Like here, you kind of have to add some, and on the other side. And we're gonna go with Scarlet Red. So same. And from the top down. And on the other side. Oh, thank you, Anna. That's Poppy Red. I love that set. And like I say, I love the clown because it's not just Halloween. To me, like it would be a perfect candle in a baby's room or in a kid's room. Obviously with the LED, not with a real candle. So, and I'm just gonna put the middle of the candle, not the candle, the flower, that color. So that's my little Lulu all colored. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give myself some room to work. I'm just putting my pencil away. And I want to put a couple of dots, like for highlights and stuff. All right, just a few there. So, oh, that's her all colored. What I might do though is just take for in between her hair, I'm just gonna take kind of a pink so it doesn't look white on the candle, and just lightly go over. I still want to see like the strands, like but I don't want it to be white completely. Just like that a bit. So what we're gonna do now, it's gonna take our candle. I'm just gonna zoom back in. Oh god. Okay. And like I say at the beginning, like I couldn't find a real candle. So what I did, I bought a candle like with a LED, but you have to make sure it's real wax because otherwise you won't be able to basically stick it on. So I'm just gonna remove like the part. And what you want to do is with your paper is gently, you want to tear it around it because you don't want to cut it with a scissor. The more, like, it's gonna blend better if it's all like not perfectly around her, but don't do like I did and like tear off her hair. Thank you, Kim. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. So it doesn't have to be like really close to. You just want to kind of mush the edges. Basically, that's what you want to do. So can't really see what I'm doing, but you don't want like straight edge. That's what you want to do, basically. So just tearing it up. Oh my. I have big fat finger too. It's not helping. I know, Kim. Oh. Just gonna be like authentic. I guess it's easier if you put your fingers on top of where you don't want to tear, so it won't go any more than that. There we go. So that's Lulu all kind of cut up. And what you want to do is you take wax paper, not parchment paper. It has to be wax paper. And you put little Lulu wherever you want her. Remove the cat hair first. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. And you put her where you want her. Again, cat hair. God. And what you want to do... No, you're right, Anna. You put your wax paper on top, and at the back, you hold it really tight, so there's no wrinkle or anything. It doesn't matter if there's wrinkle at the back. I don't care. It's where she is. So you see, you can kind of see like the edges now, and you can see the cat hair too. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my heat gun. Obviously, I'm gonna be making a bit of noise, and I'm gonna go till it goes kind of transparent. So here's to nothing, doing it live. I don't know if you can see, kinds of disappear. And don't go very long on it because you're obviously melting the candle. Doesn't need much. So hopefully that works. I'm just gonna do it a little bit more. That should be good. So now you have your little candle. Yeah, basically I'm tattooing the candle. And that's what it is. So you have a little Lulu. And because of the lead here, she's going to be forever and ever on that candle. So, and you can see that with me coloring the white over face, it's whiter than if I just left it. Oh, thank you, girls. Yeah, exactly. It's great for a gift. And for Halloween, I can actually put it on my porch, and like with pumpkins and stuff like that. And that's just another little like decoration and stuff like that. And I can always put, if I wanted, like color Lexi and put her in the back, or if I want to squeeze them, I could put Lexi and Luca with his little like mummy. So obviously right now I'm just gonna stop now so I don't do it like all day, but yeah, that's what it is. So I hope you enjoyed it and that maybe you learned something. So I'm gonna wish you a great weekend, and I hope you had fun. I did. See you. Bye.